I always say, like, at the end, it's, deliver the best VFX on time and on budget is the goal. My favorite part of my job is the fact that I am a part of the team from the beginning to end. Like when I get the scripts, I probably read them differently than other people, because I break down everything that I think could be a visual effects. We do a lot of research and a lot of look development early on, and budgeting, of course. And then then go into shooting, I am there on set, help out with consulting, and also am the person who communicates with my team who's going to do the work at the shop, or and also the post, to make sure that they know and are fully aware of all the VFX, what the intent is with everything we shoot, etc. During production, I'm communicating, I'm there on set, I'm gathering all the data that we need later on as well. And then, once I get into post, it's putting the puzzle pieces together. It's like having 3 different jobs that are all related to each other, but I really love the variety of my role. I worked on a lot of shows actually where people have mentioned, oh, well, there's not that much VFX in that show, right? And that always makes me happy because I want to be invisible. Unless I'm doing, a ghost horse or something that's a little bit different. But I like not being seen in terms of like our work not being seen. It can be anything from filling up stadiums and crowds. We build sets and extend sets and help out with creating the different worlds, and hopefully that is invisible. Every show has a different aesthetic. I wasn't necessarily typecast as a VFX supervisor, going from Ballers for 5 years to Dickinson to 3 years. Completely different aesthetic, but the work just needs to fit into what that show's aesthetic is. If you plan it right, you can avoid budgetary problems ahead of time. If it's planned right, discussed right, if it's lit correctly, or, and we have all the right puzzle pieces to put it together. I do a lot of VFX prevention too, in a sense, because everybody has a budget, right? And everybody will need to plan and maximize it. So any show I'm on, we always talk about how to do the most for whatever limitations we have. If you have a limited budget, sell the VFX in the wide shots, discussing the shots that you want, and discussing the camera moves with DP and VFX supervisor is always helpful. I think finding reference images of what you like is always good, especially if you're having a hard time articulating. I feel like after a while looking at visual effects, for me, I can just say like the lighting is off, the direction of the lighting doesn't match this, the color, the tone, the grain. I can go into more details, but if you're not really versed in and used to all of that, I would take a look at it, be honest about what you see and what you think is wrong. And if you have a hard time knowing exactly what it is, try to find examples, try to find reference images. Talk with images is always a recommended way. Keep learning. I still try to learn new software, or deep dive into different aspects of filmmaking. I guess the biggest thing I learned along the way is just to keep on learning, and also to really love what you do, because people know if you love your job, and passion is really important. So that's what I keep on trying to do.